Hello, beautiful people. It's Cinderella. Welcome to the channel. Today we're back again with another video, still on the Blake Lively and the Justin Baldoni situation. We're gonna check this video together. We're gonna check a couple of videos from TikTok, from the TikTok creator Steph with the Deed, and also from another TikTok creator, DJ Hungry Human. Because there is an article from Glamour magazine or from Glamour that I saw that lots of people have been talking about, and I just wanted to wait a minute. And scrolling on TikTok, I found like others who shipped on in something because it totally makes sense, and they are trying to bring the politics angle, which doesn't even make sense because this is a social issue that lots of people are worried about and talking about, and for the very first time, people kept their political differences and decided to talk about something that really is troubling the society or troubling people socially, you name it. But they want to bring the political angle to like kind of create some distance between people or disunity between people. And that is the angle they are trying to do or trying to bring, which doesn't even make sense. Whether you have your you believe whatever in your politics or whatever, I don't think this is the right time and place, or this is the right situation to bring it in. But again, it seems like they just want it to be the main focus to be about politics and remind people to say, oh, you're supposed to hate one another, right? Because of their political differences. That is the angle they are bringing. So we're gonna check these TikTok creators' videos, and we're also gonna read the article together. We're gonna go through it, bits of it. And also, there's a Reddit post that also shared or talked about it. We're gonna take a glimpse of it, and I'll love your thoughts and your contribution at the end of the video. Let's dive right in.
We need to talk about this ridiculous Glamour magazine article, and specifically the author of this article that I was IG friends with up until 5 minutes ago. This article, written by Stephanie McNeil, inside the Blake Lively hate campaign fueled by mommy sleuths. I actually mentioned Stephanie McNeil in one of my videos over a year ago now. She wrote a piece about Tom Sandoval, basically saying how he ruined white nail polish for us. I loved the writing. It was great. We became IG friends after that. She sent me her book. I read some of her book. But when I saw her put out a video trying to, I don't know, explain herself, it was a horrible explanation. We'll get into that. I had to defriend her because I am so sick of people trying to make the Blake Lively drama about politics. It's actually so absurd. I don't really understand how you're making it about politics when if you look at the evidence, it's pretty clear as to what is right versus what is wrong. Just take this little snippet here. The death of Me Too and embrace of patriarchal ideas isn't coming from politics. It's coming from women online. Oh, the irony of her bringing up Me Too and how people that are against Blake Lively, they're going against the Me Too movement. When Blake Lively, everything she is doing in this lawsuit, the lies about SH, that is dangerous to the Me Too movement.
So let me get this straight. Are they trying to tell us or say that people can't think freely for themselves, that people have to rely on other people, or when you see facts, just because you have political, or because you always to have to put your political differences or political what you think about politics, you have to always put it in the frontier. You don't have to look at the facts and realize that, oh, these facts are facts. You have to always judge things because based on your it's not making sense. Why are they bringing politics into this? We see the evidence, we see the fact, we see what we're seeing from both sides, and let's just be honest, talking about politics, are they not the same place? And people just are tired of the fact that some people just want to use their power to intimidate others, and that is what people are fighting for. And also people who in their workplace differences and whatnot, they see the hierarchy and all that, and power struggle in workplace, work off, all of that is what people are fighting for. And talk about the Me Too movement. So where is politics coming to play here? It's not making sense, but we know where it's coming from.
Everything she has done is an injustice to victims. The way she is like targeting moms, like in this article, like she tries to put it back on Candace Owens, who would use the word mommy sleuths. But when Candace Owens would use it, she would use it in a like positive manner, saying like how these like online sleuths are doing a great job. And this comment under Stephanie's post says it all. This article uses mommy as a condescending label is actually the most anti-feminist thing here. Reducing women to mommy sleuths as if their opinions are less valid because of their mothers is just another way to dismiss and belittle them. Yes, 1000%. Stephanie does bring up Candace Owens, like I said, and she's doing that to show like, hey, if you're like pro Justin Baldoni and you're against Blake, oh, you are on the wrong side, like Candace Owens. I think it's proven, like the fact that so many people watched Candace and thought she did a great job covering this, I think it proves that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama has nothing to do with politics. Yes. She goes on to bring up how some people had made videos about Blake Lively posing with fans at the Another Simple Favor premiere and how people were saying those fans were hired. One of them was Paul Feig's wife, allegedly. And then she brings up that in her actuality, they say the carpet was not filled with fans, but protesters. Correction, one protester. Holding signs outside the theater in support of Baldoni. According to one, Lively was terrified to walk the carpet. Blake Lively was so afraid to walk the carpet, she didn't have to. No one expected her to walk the carpet, A. And lastly, if you're so fearful of what your life, then you wouldn't walk it. But she walked it.
You know, this is the angle. They just want to play it like, when would they stop? When are they gonna stop? Because they don't look like they want to stop, or they don't look like they are done, or they in their mind they've not done anything wrong. That is the crazy way to think. It is crazy.
She was just fine. There was one protester. And it seems like her IG post did not get a lot of love. So then she puts out this video to explain herself.
There's one misconception that I think is really important to clear up. There is this belief that me, as someone who works for corporate media, has more of an incentive to lie or bend the truth than people who are independent creators or citizen journalists on TikTok or Instagram do. The complete opposite is actually the truth. A lot of these creators will say things like, I'm not beholden to corporate media.
Sorry, can we just pause for 1 second? I'm not beholden to corporate media. I've never heard any creator say that. Honestly, I didn't even know that beholden was a word until she said that.
But they are not only getting paid for creating this content, they get paid the more dramatic that it is. They are the ones profiting off of the Blake Lively drama. Personally, I make what my salary is, whether, 10 people read my story or 10 million read my story. I personally do not profit off of this Instagram account.
Oh, I get it. So you're just bitter, obviously, that you're not making money like the TikTok content creators. Or maybe you're bitter that apparently you can't make such engaging content that people want to come back to it. Sorry.
Or maybe be that because people are not paying attention to her, because this is an important issue in the society. Politics aside, but people really care about this because people are tired of social injustice and people not being treated fairly in workplace, and most especially lots of people talk about the mommy sleuth. Women have kids because lots of people will say, oh well, they believe Blake Lively because she's a woman. Yeah, believe her because she's a woman until it happens to your brother, your son, your father, or your uncle, or your cousin, or somebody close to you that is a man. Then you know or realize that you don't just believe everything a woman comes to tell you or a woman comes to say. You have to look at the evidence and look at the fact. But no, blame it all you want, because remember to always put your politics, because how dare you as a lefty agree with somebody from the right? They don't want to see that. See, regardless of how it is, this case affects people, whether left, whether right, whether independent, middle, center, upside down. It affects everybody. Do you think injustice knows which side you're on? Make it make sense.
The fact that your entire piece is just literally going at content creators for creating content, which you also do. You might not make money as you claim, but that's not their fault. And what's wrong with people having theories? Oh, God forbid someone, I don't know, has an idea or a theory out there. Do you know how many theories have ended up being truths in life? Let's read some of the comments that were underneath both her posts, the original magazine post and then her video post. Dave Neal commented, Daddy Sleuth reporting for duty. I love that. How much did you guys get paid to gaslight us? Blake Lively's actions damaged herself. She didn't need anyone else's help in that. You can spin it all you want, Glamour Magazine, but most of our eyes are open. I love this comment that was left underneath her video post. I, as the general public, have no issue with content creators profiting from this. In fact, I enjoy the commentary. People have always made a living reporting and analyzing current events. So why should independent creators be any different. What's more
Mm-hmm.
concerning is how you blatantly underestimate the intelligence of the general public. We are not mindless consumers incapable of critical thought. The entire article came across as one long condescending dismissal, as if the public is nothing more than a gullible mass easily manipulated by online discourse. So Stephanie McNeil, as a feminist, made this post that is so anti-feminism, and then you put out a video doubling down on everything you've said. No shocker that you are a Blake Lively supporter. We need to
Absolutely. Absolutely. No shocker at all. But let me even say this because they be like, oh, content creators are profiting off of this. Well, hello. Hello? What do you mean by that? People are creating awareness to something like this. Just imagine there is no social media to report or talk about this. Do you know that that's how Justin Baldoni's case or Justin Baldoni would have been accused and he would have been blacklisted? Big, but with the help of social media and people uncovering the truth, and of course, apart from social media doing all of this, we saw internet videos. I mean, interview videos of Blake Lively that she practically was telling on herself, and social media has helped or to like review those videos to be like, yeah, it seems like this lady or this woman, she's consistent with this and she keeps doubling down, telling on herself, and it doesn't seem to stop. We need to present this to the public so people really know who she truly is. Gone are the days where all of these celebrities would hide behind the mask and the mainstream media would report what they want us to believe. Now social media, you can't hide, you can run but you can't hide. So if you don't like it, then I don't know. We live in the social media era and the social media age. So this is not making sense. They're trying to divide people and we get the game. It is not working. Okay? Try again. So we're gonna check this video from DJ Hungry Human as well. She's gonna share a commentary regarding this. Amazing. Let's dive right in.
You guys know that I love woke Hollywood. I also love woke articles about Hollywood. There's something very, very funny about an article that's crying about the death of Me Too that is also reducing a group of women to mommy sleuths. They used so many words they love in this article. Like right in the beginning, the patriarchy is mentioned. They also used the red pill pipeline. The mysterious red pill pipeline is mentioned. I also formally want to call for a study on the group of people who love the word misogyny because it seems like 99% of them have no clue what it means. Like,
Exactly. Throw the word misogyny when things don't work for you because, of course, you expect women to always believe all women, regardless of the fact, regardless of when you see the evidence and you see that, okay, somebody is not telling the truth here and you know who is not telling the truth. But no, try the word misogyny because you have to be woman supporting women because it's crazy to me how women or lots of women say, oh, they support Blake Lively regardless of what it is because women supporting women. Hello? Hello? Yes, continue that until it happens to your brother, your son, your husband, maybe your father, or somebody that is a man that is close to you. Then you remember that it is not women supporting women, it is women supporting the evidence or supporting the facts or supporting who is right. So you people should stop it. But the fact that they throw politics, it goes to tell you, like, okay, they know that they are not gonna win this, but when they throw the word politics or when they throw in politics, it's gonna people are gonna remember to say, yeah, I'm on this side. I'm not supposed to be on this side, or I'm on this side. I'm not supposed to support this person. I'm not supposed to listen to what this person says because lots of people be like, oh, I am this, so I'm not gonna listen to what somebody from this other side is saying because the person has said something previously before. Hello, hello, injustice or injustice does not remember the political party you are on or the political side you're on. It knows no difference.
this is actually very misogynistic, guys. And before you ask, yeah, I'm deeply offended that I wasn't included in this. I don't think they would want to print DJ Hungry Human, though, in Glamour magazine. But I am also not a mommy. So what about me? This is not very inclusive.
This is not very inclusive. Oh my goodness! Now that this cracked me up. Oh my god, we're gonna take it back. What?
Not a mommy. So what about me? This is not very inclusive. And before you start with me, this page is not a red pill pipeline. I do love that phrase though, because like people get all scared in the comments. Is this a red pill pipeline? It really does seem like you guys think that if you like scroll past a Candace Owens TikTok, like if you stay on it longer than 3 seconds, you are going to wake up in a MAGA hat. Like I think you guys are going to be okay. This is not a pipeline to anything but possibly free thinking. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm a libertarian. I don't want to.
That what she said. This what she said. It is free thinking. And that is what they are afraid they don't want you to do. They just want to control the opinion or control what you think, control things, because that seems like what they've been doing over and over again during the course of the movie, controlling people and all that. They want to keep people under their thumb. But it seems like it's not working. So throw the politics around because, yeah, people would have a reminder to say, yes, their political differences, right? Right. So throw it around because that makes sense, or that seemed to make sense. Because let's say, for example, for somebody who is a lefty and the person constantly listens to Candace Owens' report on this, maybe the person might, just like what DJ Hungry Human said, maybe the person might automatically become a conservative. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work that way. People just come in together in unity to fight what is injustice. And when you see injustice, you would know, or you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that. But I mean, politics all the way.
Free thinking, okay? I'm a libertarian. I don't. Okay, this is not a pipeline to anything but possibly free thinking.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm a libertarian. I don't want to pay taxes. I want the government to be as small as possible and stay the fuck out of my business. All right. I'm a registered independent. Look me up. My legal name is DJ Hungry Human. You can see. Also, I have no husband, no kids, and I work for myself. So you can't find a more independent bitch than me. And the final thing that I want to say is, can you guys make up your mind? Are we supposed to be judging people on their character or on their gender and their race? Because last time I checked, equality means you judge people on their character, and the character kind of stinks. You guys.
Thank you, ma'am. This is exactly because they don't want us to look at her character. I mean, the behavior. I mean, I think she or we saw it. Was it in her amended complaint or so that was stated allegedly, right? If somebody tells you who they are once, believe them. So what are they trying to tell us? That okay, if somebody else tells us who they are, we should believe them up until it is Blake Lively and the husband, or it is the Reynolds couple, we shouldn't believe them. Because we've seen a couple of videos, couple of interviews from them. They've been consistent with their behavior. I mean, even they've been saying it with their own mouth. It is not even AI. It is not anybody that is saying it. It is them with their own mouth saying it. So we shouldn't believe them. Is that what they are trying to tell us? That we shouldn't believe them up until it is somebody else, but we can believe it when it's somebody else. Like, make it make sense. The fact that they even threw this to say the mommy sleuths, red pill, whatever, or to bring the politics in here goes to tell you that, yeah, they're scared. They're scared that people have actually come to realize or find them or see them for who they truly are. So remember that the left and the right are not supposed to come together. Liberals and conservatives are not supposed to come together. Democrats and Republicans are not supposed to come together. You guys are supposed to stay on either sides of the fence and not come together in unity and fight social injustice. That is what they want you to remember, right? Which doesn't even make sense. But we're gonna take a glance at this one from the Reddit post. At this point, I think lots of people must have read the magazine. So this from the Reddit post. This is from the Reddit post of Justin Baldoni. Also, the user new underscore construction underscore 971. It reads inside the Blake Lively hate campaign, Glamour magazine. So this is the link to the Glamour magazine, which we're also gonna check. We're just gonna glance through it. Glamour recently published an article suggesting that when victims of SH speak out publicly, they are attacked online in an unrelenting campaign of hate and misogyny, and that the majority of people responsible for the online hate are women themselves. If those against Me Too can't stop famous women from speaking out against sexual assault, abuse, or harassment, they can apparently slowly erode their credibility until they are perished. The target of such an unrelenting campaign of hate and misogyny that their public image is incurably damaged. The hardest part of this to swallow is that women, mostly civilians, and the ones falling deepest for the rabbit hole for this rabbit hole, being convinced by TikTok to turn on one of their own. This is obviously just a snippet of the article. The full article covers a number of themes, including American politics, so it's useful to read it all to get the full context. I personally only use Reddit and occasionally YouTube to comment on the case, so I don't know whether it is true that there's an ongoing campaign of hate and misogyny on TikTok that's destroying Blake Lively's reputation. I don't think there is. Do you think there is? Because it seems like they just want to sort of create disunity, people to fight, jamming heads together. That is the angle they're trying to bring here. Don't make any sense. I do know that there will always be people who make horrific comment purely to cause chaos, and there will always be people who create content to push a political narrative or just to make money. But this does not reflect everyone who is engaged in this case. And I haven't personally witnessed a widespread campaign of hate and misogyny against Blake Lively on Reddit. But the article actually includes a link to a post on this sub. I am not sure if the original poster of that post would agree with how the journalist has described the post, as I just read through it myself, and I don't think that it was suggesting that Blake Lively was trying to trick Justin Baldoni into anything. But hopefully, okay, user efficient Utopia can advise. Okay, this is it. Yeah, just an example. Lively has been accused of lying about her relationship with her deceased Gossip Girl co-star Michelle Trachtenberg to get sympathy for her legal case of sexualizing breastfeeding in order to trick Baldoni into looking into her breast. Wait, what? And horrifying the cast and crew of Gossip Girl by constantly burping and farting on set. One creator diagnosed Lively with a delusional obsession with the character she played called immersive identity distortion. Distortion. They say she's a narcissist, has profound distortion. She's a narcissist. They say she's a narcissist, has profound mental health issues, and is a liar. And it's only these citizen detectives who are brave enough to report the truth. Note, I've removed all the links in this passage except the one to Reddit. Whilst I do agree with aspects of the article that suggest there is a danger in falling down a rabbit hole when engaging with content about this case, I think it is unfair of Glamour to imply that people who question the elements of this are incapable of critical thinking. Exactly. It don't even make sense. They're telling you you can't even think for yourself. Like, see, or that they are lacking in basic media literacy skills and cannot recognize a biased narrative. Side note, whilst I'd encourage everyone to always consider different viewpoints and perspective, I'm also hypocritical in that I'm so personally interested in engaging with Candice Owens' content. The term mommy sleuth feels problematic and limiting, considering the interest in this case goes beyond gender or the ability to parent. And I wish Glamour hadn't felt the need to include Owen's term in the article or airline. It's yay. Exact time. Yeah, it's yay. After I posted this, I realized I wasn't clear that I'm very frustrated with the Glamour article as a woman and someone who has commented also about the case online and posted in the sub. I feel offended by the description of women, even if I can agree with social media rabbit hole exists. I'm also aware that this article fits with several other articles that have come out recently, and that Glamour are owned by Conde Nast owners of Vogue and are unlikely to present a balanced piece on the case. Okay, so another user commented, I think we're just gonna read two comments from this. We don't want to make this video really lengthy. This is from Kate Sommer. I think it is important to recognize that harassment happens, but the degree of the harassment and the impact of the harassment is usually what directs the extent of your action or lawsuit. For example, Taylor Swift in her $1 lawsuit, that was clearly just to make a point. Blake Lively didn't need to make a point. She already took over the whole movie. She got her concessions made when she wrote her 17 demands. She acted really irresponsible by not signing an employment agreement. It's hard to weigh in by the two against each other. It feels much more like a celebrity takeover than an SH case. It's so hard to see it as a legitimate SH case, and that's why people are just so against it. Even if there was SH, I think most of those situations can be handled discreetly and inappropriately and appropriately. Pardon me. Especially when reputations in Hollywood matter so much, there's a difference between getting your concerns addressed and ruining somebody's life. Blake didn't seem like she was getting someone to address her serious SH claim. There is much more a nuclear response to SH that cannot be verified at this time. Okay. The comments are quite lengthy. Okay, the comments are quite lengthy. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna read the article, the glamour article, and we're gonna come back here to also continue with the comments, right? But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I think them throwing the politics angle, the mommy salute, whatever, doesn't even make sense. It's not even helping because they are trying to tell us that, or tell people that you can't think freely for yourself, and they're telling you to hate on one another, and also always put your political differences, or always put the politics in play whenever you're trying to view something or see something. And remember that if somebody is from the opposite side of the politics fence, then whether the person is right or wrong, or there's injustice against the person or whatever, you shouldn't come in defense to support the person or to help the person, because always remember your politics, or remember the side you're supporting, because that would play out, or that will stand out for you, which doesn't even make sense if we're being honest. Because tell me, do you think social injustice knows the political side you're on? It doesn't. And it's not even helping this situation. This for the first time people are coming to think freely or think for themselves. Because imagine, people say support women, supporting women, until it's no longer, or until it affects them, or it affects somebody that is close to them, or somebody that is um the family member of theirs. Then they realize that it's not you don't just go blindly to support women. It don't make any sense. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. We're gonna read the article in another video, and I'll love your thoughts and your contribution in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And shout out to Steph with the deeds and DJ Hungry Human. I love their breakdown on this as well. And yeah, I love your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.